Well, now I understand why sometimes whenever you see a restoration project bus on YouTube or in pictures, they're a little bit dirty on the inside. Because I just got done with something that was probably the most frustrating thing I've ever done with this bus. It wasn't hard, it was just a pain in the rear. So my booster pump went out. I noticed this right after I finished filming the last progress update of the bus yesterday. Wasn't planning on coming back out yesterday, but I finished filming that and I walked in here. Well, I noticed a coolant leak here, which was from that. But before we get to that, today is the last day of November, November 30th, and 5 days ago was Thanksgiving, and Luke came through. I didn't get a video, I just got some pictures, put them on Flickr, put a couple on Instagram, but he came through with a bus that he'd sold, a 96 Crown by Carpenter Ford, and so I met him in the bus here, and uh, he was kind of he knows a lot more about this stuff than I do. You know, this one reason I bought this thing was to learn how to work on buses because I have little to no knowledge on that kind of stuff. Um, but this is a good learning experience for me. Anyways, he noticed it was a little bit low on coolant. Actually, pretty low. I mean, not dangerously low, but still pretty low. And well, I got on the bus yesterday after filming that video, and I saw coolant in my floor, and I said, I know where it's leaking from now. I hope it's the only leak. But, yeah, it was leaking from the booster pump here, which is what was in that box, which goes right here. You can see I just got some extra hose and some hose clamps. Actually, this hose clamp right here was in my Ranger whenever I bought it 2 years ago, over 2 years ago. And didn't really have a use for it, but I kept it in there just in case, because you never know when you're going to need it. And, well, glad I did. I thought I might have thrown it out, but nope. Still had it, thankfully. So I only had, well, I bought two. I bought one that was too big, and then I bought the right size. So, but there's a Napa right around the corner from here, and I am very thankful that there is a Napa right there, because that's where I've been getting all the parts from. Yeah, Luke helped me with this whole booster pump situation, kind of walked me through it. And any questions I had, which I had a lot, any help that I needed, he was right there and he helped me. And I am incredibly thankful for Luke. I'm incredibly thankful for all of my friends who know more about this kind of stuff than I do. I would not have taken on a project like this if I didn't know what I was doing. Well, if I didn't have friends who knew what they were doing, because I definitely don't know what I'm doing. But let's see. Let's get the hood open here. He kind of told me some stuff to look out for on this bus too whenever he was here, so that's kind of I'm glad that, you know, he knows more of what he's talking about than I know. Sorry for the wind. I'm going to try and keep that from happening as best as I can. And this was another thing he warned me about, was I need to grease this and this right here, so that way the hood's easier to open, because that little rod right there sits right here whenever the hood is closed. So I need to do that at some point. It's got the wrong coolant in it. I had the wrong coolant in it before, but I just went ahead and put the cheap stuff back in it because it's what it already had. This summer I'm going to do a coolant flush, and we'll go inside and where I did that booster pump thing. This is really just kind of a temporary fix. I'm not putting another booster pump in here. I'm just going to keep it bypassed because you don't really need it, especially for what I'm going to be using the bus for. After this winter, it's really not going to be driven all that much. So I want to go ahead and I'm going to keep this tubing here. I'll probably just go ahead and use most of that and kind of just widen the gap, because basically you can kind of see the brass union right there. There's one on each side of the patch there. It's probably just a good idea to widen the area between those two unions just in case. You know, I've already got the extra hose to do so. So, yeah, sorry about the mess. I'm going to clean that up here in a little bit. But the bus net should be ready after I clean up that mess, coolant and all. Should be ready for me to take my test in. That's not an invitation for you to break more. because I need you for the test. But that was me talking to my bus. But yeah, she's full of coolant now. Sight glass is right there. Took about 4.5 gallons. I only bought 2 originally. I've been to Napa 3 times today already. I was there 3 times yesterday. Once for the brake light, once for the wipers, and then once for the hose. And then I was there 3 times today already, and it's not even 11 o'clock. So I'm very thankful that Napa is like literally 2 minutes away. I also went to Menards for the other stuff. Not the hose clamps. I did get another set of hose clamps. They turned out to be the wrong ones. I got the tools for those hose clamps, and that was like $45. And turns out that it didn't work the way I thought it did, and I wasted all that money on that stuff. But I've got it just in case I need it. But yeah, I spent about $100 on this bus yesterday. I've probably spent another $50 on it today. But I'm lucky that it's kept at a storage lot that's really close to a lot of things. It's close to a Home Depot, Menards, and Napa. There's a auto body shop right here on the property. So that's kind of convenient in case anything happens. But after I take the CDL test in, I'm probably going to take it to work once or twice at the bus garage, just kind of show it off just because I can. And then it's probably not going to be parked for the winter, but it's not leaving the storage lot for the winter. May get some like diesel additives to keep the fuel from gelling up and stuff like that. Oh, also, probably going to take a trip to Mike and B in the spring sometime and get new rear rims and tires, or newer, and see if I can find me a hood. So I'll probably just take this thing up there. I know I can make it. Taking it on a 3.5 hour trip by car. Probably 4.5 in the bus, but I've taken it on that twice, bring it home, and then going to Noah's. So I know I can make it. Try to keep this thing in pretty good shape if I can. It's a good learning tool. Anyways, this is going to be a bear to upload on my phone's data. So, because my internet at home is trash. But anyways, I'll quit rambling. I'll get this thing cleaned up, and I'm going to go home. New Minecraft update comes out today. So, yeah. Thanks for watching.